Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the goats on this channel. And hey, we are back, man. We got to get back to work, yo. We got to get back to work because this is like, I know a lot of people telling me, hey, man, take some time off, rest. I am taking time off. As you can see, I have not been posting as much as I usually do, but I do got to get back to it, man, just because, like, it's like, this is almost like therapy for me, man. This is like, I get to, like, I'm not going to work anymore, so I'm just home all day. So it's like I need to do something, or else I'll go crazy. So this is like, I don't know. Doing reactions to me, it's like it's therapeutic to me, man. I'm able to dive into some deep, some deep context and some great thick subject matter, something with substance. And what I'm finding out that Falling in Reverse, man, they just got a lot of substance. You know what I mean? Ronnie's a special dude, man. He's a special dude. But I don't want to waste too much time with the intros. You already know. If you liking the Falling in Reverse, I'm gonna do some more Falling in Reverse. I'll probably throw some extra ones on the Patreon. So if you want to sign up for the Patreon, you can catch some other ones on there. I'm gonna be diving deep into them. I thought I was just gonna do one or two, but like after that last one, y'all seen how that one got me emotional. And honestly, a lot of people say they're not into Falling in Reverse anymore, and they listened to them when they were young. But like I would say, dang, that's crazy, because I'm grown. I'm in my mid to late 30s, and I love what he did with both tracks. Last Resort made me appreciate Watch the World Burn. It did. It made me appreciate. It made me realize, because if you guys watching that Last Resort, all that stuff that I was talking about, with the cross, with the burning and all that, the Satanism and all that stuff in the view that I got in the first video. If you watch that second video, Ronnie has crosses as earrings on his ears. I'm just saying, it means something. I don't care if people wear it for nothing. It means something. You're acknowledging something, and I think he's just somebody who's just on the search of something, and he's just not willing to take anything from anyone. And I would say that's somebody who's smart, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, the dude is a spiritual being. I don't care what anybody says. But let's do it. Falling in Reverse, I'm going to do I'm Not a Vampire, the one from 12 years ago. We're going to do the revamp. So let's not waste too much time, because I don't want this reaction to be too long, because you guys know I like to go deep diving. So let's get it. Falling in Reverse. I Am Not a Vampire.
So how did you end up in rehab? Tell me a little bit about it, and you'll talk to me.
Oh, really? Oh.
I'm in here. It was a little bit of a misunderstanding.
I'm not an addict. I just came here looking for some friends.
Oh.
I have no idea why I'm in here.
She on that boogie sugar. 12 years ago, y'all. Whoa. They look way different, huh? Yeah, the first thing I gotta notice is that they look way different. And is this still the same band? Because I didn't get to see them in Watch the World Burn or in Last Resort. I don't know what his band looks like. So we get to see what his band looks like. And y'all just let me know in the comment section. Is he with this same band? Is this still, I mean, they're called Falling in Reverse, so I would assume so, but y'all let me know. Which one's Ronnie? I can't even point him out.
I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day because I hate the sun. Light. My hands are always shaking, body's always aching in the darkest when I feed. Well, I can lure any woman that I want to in my bed with me. And whiskey seems to be my holy water. Mothers better lock your doors and hide your daughters. I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all hope.
He looks so he looks so different. This is crazy how different he looks. Like, it's only 12 years ago. It's not like it was 20 years ago. Like, and this looks like a band from 20 years ago, to be honest. This looks like they came out at the same time as Papa Roach and all that. But okay, let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. It's crazy because Ronnie today still looks hella young. He still looks like he's in his late 20s. So, like, this is 12 years ago. clearly he's in his 30s now, right? Possibly even his 40s. I don't know how long they've been out. I don't know how old this band is.
Well, I'm not a zombie, but I feel like one. Today, self-induced, comatose, chemical change. My head is always been.
Nah, why old man over here shoulder like that? He said, "What you got going on over there, buddy?" Yo, chill. Give my man some space. Yo, back up, bro. Chill.
This dizzy blurry vision if my stomach is hot enough. I feel like a lady that is pregnant with a baby 'cause I'm always throwing up.
I paused it on a good spot. Yeah, I know women all around the world got offended at that. I feel like a lady with a baby because I'm always throwing up. Like, you don't know what it's like. Feminists all around the world got mad. Oh, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that word. I'm gonna have to cut that out. But anyways, just for y'all know, I'm just listening to this song. I'm gonna break it down on the revamp version. I'm not gonna break them both down.
Hi, my name is Ronnie. I'm an addict. Daddy should have never raised me on Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath?
Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become?
Was that Jeffree Star? Hold on, I gotta rewind it. I gotta bring it back. Hold up. I just want to know if that was Jeffree Star. I don't know if that's him or not. I don't know. I don't know if that's Jeffree. Y'all let me know if that's Jeffree Star or not. Oh shit, that's funny as hell.
When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all hope.
For all y'all wondering why the hell would I know who Jeffree Star is, he had a show one time. I'm telling y'all, one day I was watching the episode of it, just like, let me just see what this is about. What is he doing on this show? And he had a real cool freaking personality. I was like, man, this dude's hella cool. I mean, I know he dresses like a female, but he didn't mind getting addressed as him or as him or he or whatever the case may be. Like, he was cool with. He's part of a different era of the Transformers, right? He's not with he's not part of that woke society, which is like, he's kind of cool. I like him. He's kind of cool, man. Like, that show was hilarious, and he had hella money, and he was hella nice to everybody. It seemed like he was just throwing money. I mean, it could just be for the show. I don't know what he's really like, but he just had a cool personality. You know what I'm saying? I just thought he was hella cool. I thought the show was funny as hell. And that guy, then I ended up watching some show called Queer Eye or Queer something. I forget what it was, but just these four homosexual dudes who like do makeovers for people, and that show was hilarious. So judge me if you want. I thought them dang shows was entertaining. Oh, he a beast. Woo, he ripped it. Woo. I love electric guitars.
God bless all of you now, 'cause I'm going straight to hell, and I'm taking you down with me, 'cause you know damn well.
Random black dude. Is he part of the band? That's Jeff Star. That has to be him.
When did I become so cool? I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all
Tell me a little bit about Ronnie.
Ronnie's.
I mean, I guess it may be the hair thing or what, I'm not sure, but you know, we kind of click.
We are cut from the same paisley cloth, my friend.
He's a rocker. I know he can.
Ronnie and I are pretty good friends. You know, we were sillies back in prison.
I think Ronnie's kind of an
He's a party animal.
You've had a good time. You know that.
And you know something? God, when all the little babies come down the ramp, he stamps the ones that are his precious little special babies. And Ronnie's got the cleft. Well, as soon as I saw that, that was it.
That's hilarious. So basically, I feel like that ending was just about like showing how all people from different walks of life can, you know, have some interest and be cool, you know, and show respect to each other. I don't know what the song was about exactly. Like, I'm not gonna say I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics, but I was more focused on the sound, how he looked. I was trying to see what the drastic difference was gonna be when I go listen to the revamped version, where I will break down the lyrics. So if you're still here, we're 10 minutes or 11 minutes later. Yeah, we are going to be doing Falling in Reverse, the revamped version, and we are going to be peeling back the layers. I did hear the lyrics. I took into consideration. I just want to really break them down in the revamped version. So let's get it. Excuse me, sorry. Not a vampire. Yeah, this video is about to be crazy. Oh, I can kind of hear the piano. It's similar.
Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day, 'cause I hate the sun. My hands are always shaking, body's always aching, and the dark is when I feed. Well, I can over any woman that.
It's crazy how you hear that first one and you just wouldn't think that he has that vocal presence in him. Like, no, he's manipulating his own freaking vocal cords. This is crazy. Yeah. This is good.
Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day, 'cause I hate the sun. My hands are always shaking, body's always aching, and the dark is when I feed. Well, I can lure any woman that I want to in my bed with me, and whiskey seems to be my holy water. And mothers, better lock your doors and hide your daughters. 'Cause I'm insane, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sakes, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all.
Turn this shit up.
I'm not a zombie, but I feel like one. Today, self-induced, comatose, chemical days. My head is almost spinning from this dizzy
What was
vision,
that?
and my stomach is had enough.
What was that?
Self-induced,
What was that?
comatose, chemical days. My head is almost spinning from this dizzy blurry vision, and my stomach is
My
My head is almost spinning from the.
Like, that is just crazy vocal. That's manipulation, dog. I'm telling you, that's manipulation. He's probably, when he did that, he's probably never done that before. That's probably the first time he's done that type of manipulation, because it takes, I guess, those lyrics for him to do that. My head is almost spinning. He almost got into his sheer bag. That sounded like Cher, homegirl, that still be out here performing. What's her name? Her name Cher, right? Cher? Am I pronouncing her name right? But that's what she sounds like. He got in his sheer bag just now. He said, my head is almost spinning from this. Yeah, that was dope. I have to bring that back one more time. My bad, y'all. Don't worry, we're gonna peel the layers back. I'm really enjoying the sound of this, and I don't want to interrupt it.
I'm an addict. And Daddy should have never raised me on black Sabbath. I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sakes, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all. When will you mortals believe? I just want the world to believe. Lost at the sight of your blood. I swear to God, I hear no So God bless all of you now, 'cause I'm going straight to hell, and I'm taking you down with me, because you know damn
Wow.
So I sharpen my teeth, 'cause I love the way it feels when I sink into your skin and draw the only thing that's real. You don't believe me. Should I write it in blood? Oh, you better drive that fucking stake right down my heart and try and run, motherfucker! I'm a vampire! And sad, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins, and I become so cold. For goodness sake, where is my self-control?
I know we got to bring it back a little bit, right? But let's go over these lyrics. Wow, dog, this dude, his vocal presence is very. Oh my God, this is so different from Watch the World Burn. Not that much different from Last Resort, but from Watch the World Burn, completely different artist. Very versatile. Dang. Let's start from the beginning. I had to pull the lyrics up because I realized for song wise, this is actual lyricism in singing. So, well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. That to me, right from the start, Ronnie is just like, he uses the metaphor, right, to like, I guess, convey the sense of isolation and a battle with his inner demons. Like, vampires are creatures of the night, often associated with darkness, hunger, and lack of control. So by comparing himself to a vampire, he sets the tone for the mental or the emotional turmoil that he might be going through in his life. You know what I'm saying? This whole thing is used as a metaphor, I really feel like. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I sleep all day because I hate the sunlight. Hints at depression to me, a classic sign of just avoiding daylight in normal life. Or, his hands are always shaking, body's always aching. He could just be revealing that just his physical manifestations of his inner struggles, or likely pointing at his anxiety or his withdrawal from symptoms or whatever things he might be indulging in. The line, "The dark is when I feed." It's cool. This is a dope metaphor, dope analogy. I like how he's doing it. But that line right there kind of just reflects how in his darkest moments, he might be indulging in self-destructive behaviors, whether that's substance abuse or other unhealthy habits, right? It creates just an imagery of just battling addiction, obviously. But for Ronnie, the night seems to be when these struggles become more pronounced. You know what I mean? But I can lure any woman that I want to in my bed. I like this because it makes you think like he mean it may come off like almost like a cocky braggadocious line. I don't read it that way though, to be honest. I do not read that line that way. To me it's more about it just presents the idea of like seduction, right? He's putting you in that mindset, but also it's hollow, more like a reflection of using others to fill his inner void. It's not really about the women and this and that, but he's using others. So whiskey seems to be my holy water in like that pre-chorus area, right? So it's like, it's a powerful metaphor, I would say, just like, because holy water is used to do what? To purify and ward off evil, right? In many religious contexts, right? Not just Christians, but here he's using alcohol as a, I guess, temporary escape or purifier from his pain. So the irony lies in how something that's supposed to help you only feeds you back into that darkness, or feeds the darkness within you, which goes perfect for what the context of what the song is about. Mothers better lock your doors and hide your daughters. It's an exaggerated way of expressing his self-awareness. That's all he's doing. Don't take it so literal. You know what I'm saying? It's about being a danger to both yourself and to others. That's really what that's about, right? And the not being able to not being able to control yourself. So this points to the duality within him, and a battle between the desire to be good and the fear of his own dark urges. So he's aware of his dark urges and what his flesh may want, but he's fighting it, right? And so he says, mothers, lock your doors and hide your door. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm insane. I can feel it in my. I'm insane. I can feel it in my bones. I like that, man. That's just raw honesty here. He's just admitting that he feels something is fundamentally wrong inside him. You know what I mean? And coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? When did I become so cold? This is real. This is a lot of and most people don't do this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? They're they're not real with themselves often enough, I would say, right? But he's suggesting that his darkest numbness has become a part of him now, like it's part of who he is, something he never intended to be, though. So it echoes that feeling of loss, right? Loss of self-control or the ability to connect with his own emotions. You know what I mean? But if home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all hope. So he's hauntingly, I would say, painting a beautiful line. This is beautiful. It's hauntingly beautiful, I would say, right? But home is typically associated with safety. I guess you can say warmth, love, comfort, you know. But by him saying his heart has lost all hope, he's indicating that the place he should find solace is now devoid from comfort. It's the opposite now. So it's a cry for help, but at the same time, it's a realization of just how far he's fallen. You know what I mean? And I love the video. Don't get me wrong. I just like to, when I listen to the lyrics, I like to dig a little deeper than what the visuals are, because I feel like artists do intend that. You know what I mean? It's not just like, these are the lyrics and here, this is what I'm talking about. The videos are always a little bit dramatic and whatever. Even the title of the song is a bit dramatic, but it's also, you got to read into these lyrics and relate it to a duality of a phase, right? Real life and for what the song purpose is. Well, I'm not a zombie, but I feel like one today. Kind of switches up. He's still on that mythical scene, though, right? So he continues the imagery of just horror creatures, right, to describe his mental state. Here, he's a zombie. Here he's a zombie, and he's using that imagery to, I guess, represent a state of numbness or just going through life in a detached, lifeless manner. You know what I mean? Self-induced, comatose, chemical daze. That in itself is his struggles as a result of substance abuse, obviously, right? And self-inflicted coma, right? To escape his reality. It's crazy. So like he's doing it to himself, but it's the imagery of just feeling like a pregnant woman, because I keep throwing up or whatever, but that's obviously a little exaggerated. I said that when I first heard it, but it was just like, you know, I know women around the world don't want to hear that, but you don't know what it's like to be pregnant. I'm just bullshitting, but I like it though. I do like I like when things are exaggerated. It gives you more room for creativity. And this was very creative. This was much more creative than the Last Resort. Last Resort was just raw honesty, and I connected to it in a certain way. I'm not bullshitting y'all. I also feel like a zombie sometimes because I work overnight. So I work the midnight, the graveyard shift, and I don't see daylight often, you know what I'm saying, unless it's on my off days. So a lot of the times when I get home, I stay up. I don't go straight to sleep. I stay up, play with my daughter, spend time with my wife, eat breakfast, even have lunch. I'm up all the way until lunchtime. You know what I'm saying? I'm up for like 4 or 5 hours after working a 12-hour shift. After driving an hour and change, I'm still up for another 4 to 5 hours sometimes, just because I'm either making videos or I'm spending time with my family, because I don't want to be robbed from life. You know what I mean? So then I go to sleep and then I wake up, 6-7 hours later and I go to work. But I'm still able to have breakfast and dinner with my family, and that's important to me. That's how I prioritize. So I do sacrifice a little bit of sleep, but I do it for my family, and it's hard to tell me not to do that. Sorry, it's just what I do. There's days where my wife says, "You're not doing anything today. You're going to sleep," and I have to listen to her. But he said, "Hi, my name is Ronnie. I'm an addict." Honesty, brutal honesty, but almost this is almost like a candid moment of just self-awareness in the song, I would say. Like, so he's directly naming his addiction, he's facing his issue head on, and he's reflecting on the raw, unfiltered, just honesty that if you go to therapy, you'll often find this type of direction in therapy. So I like that, because he's using his music as a therapeutic outlet. It's a vessel for him to express and say all these crazy things, and then call it "I'm Not a Vampire," and then revamp it so he can revisit it 12 years later. It's like, somebody said in one of my comments that Last Resort with Papa Roach, when Jacob sang that song, that was more like us as angry teenagers, because I was a teenager when that came out. And then Ronnie came out with Last Resort, almost 20 years later, and it's like the revamped version was like the same person, but as an adult. struggling with life and finding soul searching and stuff like. And I just thought that was a dope way to think about it. So shout out to that. Whoever thought of that idea, shout out to y'all, because that's dope. But I enjoyed so I sharpened my teeth. This is the part I really got into. So I sharpened my teeth because the way it feels. Because I love the way it feels when I sink into your skin and draw the only thing that's real. That was deep. So he's just painting like a visceral picture of just indulging in his darker instincts, right? Like the phrase "sink in your teeth," that suggests that he might be drawing from others emotionally, you can say, right? Or just using them to satisfy his own emptiness. And that kind of aligns with even the visuals on the video as well. So this aligns with the idea of just vampirisms, you know what I mean? So it's cool. He's right on the money when he says when he attaching this whole thing to like a vampire scheme. He's right on the money, I would say. Not in a literal sense, obviously, but as a metaphor for the draining, right? For draining others for your own survival, kind of like a vampire. It's dope, man. It's dope. It's deep. It's not just basic lyrics. That's what I like about this, man. It's not just because when I hear vampire, I can't stand vampire shows. I can't stand vampire movies. I can't stand any of them. But I was weary about getting into this. I was like, I hope he doesn't get too mythical and too like out of, but he didn't, and he did it the right way. You better drive that fucking stake right through my heart and try to run. He upped the ante on this one. That's when he started getting real. He started getting real crazy. Like I like when he gets to that point. He did that on Last Resort, and it just drives something different out of me. Honestly, it was a dramatic plea. Expression of a deep awareness, but of how far he's gone into freaking ants. Just shows how far he's going into his self-destructive behaviors. It's like at that point, right? So it's like if he's saying that, it's as he's saying that the only that something extreme can stop him from this path. Only something very extreme. So you better drive that stake, man. That's typically how you kill a vampire, right? So I like it, man. The song closes out with what is it? My heart has lost all hope, and that's deep in it's in many ways as well, man. It's just he's repeating the line obviously, but it's just he emphasizes the internal war he's waging, and there's a feeling of just I don't know, not quitting, but just a recognition of the depth of his struggles. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're letting your guard down, but sometimes when you acknowledge something, there's a way to fight it by not fighting, or there's a way to fight it by de-escalating. And there's a way of like not upping the ante. It's like when you acknowledge something and accept it for what it is, you're able to address it in a much better handled manner, right? So to me, overall, man, I'm not a vampire. I think it dives deep into the themes of addiction. He touched on that. Self-destruction, it seemed, right? And just the constant, just internal battle that comes with the constant disconnecting from oneself, right? The disconnection from oneself, I would say. So it's like the horror imagery, and then he adds the vampires, the zombies, and he adds a layer of just darkness that just mirrors his mental and emotional state, right? You take all of that, now he's using it as a metaphor, isn't just to shock you now. It's to illustrate the chaos within his mind, and in a way that's raw but also real. So like he's got a little mythical, right? But it's still very relatable. Oh, I'm sure thousands of people can relate to this. I mean, that's probably why this song is so dang popular, but very relatable. So he's painting himself as a vampire. He's not only highlighting his own struggle with addiction, but also the pain of feeling like an outsider, maybe, you know what I'm saying? So maybe it's not just addiction. Maybe you just feel like an outsider. Maybe someone who feeds off the energy of others to feel alive. Some people live that type of life. And I think it's a very I think self-awareness is the main thing I get out of this, but it's a hauntingly, honest portrayal of just what it's like to be trapped in a cycle of addiction and inner turmoil, for a long time. And I feel like he addressed it more than anything. And now I'm just going to run it back a little bit just for a few times because I just want to point out some of those notes he was hitting. and I enjoyed the sound of it sonically. I love the video. It's dramatic. It's dramatic as hell. And I like it's just piano, just like Last Resort.
Well, I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day, 'cause I hate the sun. My hands are always shaking, body's always aching, and the dark is when I feel.
Ooh, in the darkness, when I feel. Like his vocal range is insane, dog. He can actually sing any type of song. I know that now. After listening to Last Resort and listening to this, now I know he can make like he needs to do like a Whitney Houston cover or something like that, or like a Jennifer Hudson cover. That would be wild, different, and the people probably don't even know who the hell that is. But I would like to see him do a dope cover. I want to see him do more revamps, honestly. Or I don't know if they're reimagined, right? He called this one Revamped because of the name of the song, Vampire. But I want to see him do more reimagines.
Any woman that I want to in my bed with me, and whiskey seems to be my holy water. And mothers better lock your doors and hide your daughters.
Beautiful, beautiful.
'Cause I'm insane. I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sakes, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost
I like that because you have to. If you're a singer, man, I would just have this one. If you're a singer out there and you're watching this reaction, have fun with your voice. Be experimental. Experiment with it. Do things. Don't look for perfection. Look for rawness. Look for edginess. Look for realness. People are attracted to different, real, and they're inspired by just raw honesty. That's what people really love. Nobody loves perfection. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows when we see something perfect, we just don't trust it, right? That's just a natural human instinct. Like if it looks perfect, we don't trust it. If she looks perfect, I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? If he looks, if this man he's got the nice blonde hair, or the dirty blonde hair, he's got the nice chiseled chin, perfect jawline, right? Perfect eyebrows, perfect white pearly teeth, and he's in tip-top shape. It's like, oh, he'll never understand me. Like, you don't want that. Ladies, you don't want that. You want to do with a sling on his arm. It's like, oh, nah, he's been through some shit. I feel like he's got patience. He understands struggle. So my wife's lucky. She got me. But anyways, man, I just wanted to listen to the song a little bit. I ain't gonna play the whole thing.
I'm not a zombie, but I feel like one. Today, self-induced, comatose, chemical days. My head is almost spinning from this dizzy blurry vision, and my stomach is had enough.
It's crazy that he went from my stomach is always spinning from this when I'm sitting in my stomach's had enough. Like he went from that to that. That is just crazy vocal control. Like it's wild. It's wild, man. We good. We've been on this reaction long enough. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna be doing the Drug in Me Is You next. As far as Falling in Reverse, y'all let me know what else. I haven't really seen that many popular. I'm trying to get like the ones y'all really want to see. If not, then I'll just start doing a bunch of them, just throw them on the Patreon. But I got so much to get to, man. I'm going right now. If you're an Eminem fan, I'm going through the Marshall Mathers LP2. Just started that album reaction. That's just strictly for the Patreon. But can't wait to. Oh man, I'm about to do like 2 or 3 songs today of that one. Then I'm gonna take a break and I'll get back. Actually, I gotta do 2 of those, and I gotta do a Ren, and I'm gonna take a break for a day, and I'll get back on it the day after that. My wife got me on a tight schedule. But anyways, man, shout out to everybody who donated, man. I really appreciate that. It helped out so much, honestly, man. And to all of you who continue to donate, you already know the PayPal's on there. I put the PayPal, I put the Cash App on there. I'm gonna be out of work for at least 2 months. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna keep myself busy because I need to. I go crazy if I don't keep busy. So yeah, man. Appreciate all y'all support, all in the comment section, man. I read now that I'm home all day, I read comments all day, and man, you guys have just been saying some wonderful things, and I really appreciate it, and it's been helping me get through, man. It's been helping me exponentially, like it really has been. It doesn't go unnoticed. I've been struggling, man. I've been struggling, but I've just been staying positive, you know what I'm saying? Surrounding myself with positive energy. And, you know, when you go through these kind of things and you're restricted from movement, you can't sleep, it gets dark, you know? It gets dark. And it's been getting dark for me. And my wife's been keeping the light on. All right, look out for the next reaction. Appreciate y'all. We out.